What the heck is up, guys? This is Dave. I was trying to draft the best ball. Well, I did draft the best ball team, but my draft just went. Don't know. I'm sorry. My stream. Don't know what happened. My internet went down, so I had to cancel it. Had to draft on my phone, and then just on my phone while I restarted my computer. So just want to show you this team I drafted. Um, I did. First of all, let me show you what one I did so you could get an idea. So this one that I just finished was the Pug. It's 3 entry max. This is the second one I've done. I draft every day. Just so you guys know, a little background about me. I've I've been doing these best ball drafts on Underdog at least once a day. And so I figured, what the heck not? Why not just stream it? And in case you guys want to see what other people think, I try to think out loud, try to talk why I pick the players and how I do it, pretty much my strategy. And so, in case you guys want to check out pretty much what an average guy does, like, I'm no expert whatsoever, but yeah, you know what I mean? So I just figured, why the heck not? I'm doing it anyways, so I just figured I'm just gonna go stream it. People watch it, they watch it. If they get like a kick out of it, then I'm happy. If whatever. But um, yeah, man. So let's see. How can let me first of all show you guys which one it is here. Here it is. This is the Pug. Again, you could only do three of them. And this was here you go, 3 entry max. This was my second time doing it. 40K to first, $40,000. I'm trying to get there. So the way it works is you draft with 12 other people. So two of the 12 teams advance, and then one out of five teams advance to the next round, and then one out of those five advance, and then there's 124 people in the final. So if you're ever wondering, feel free to like check it out and all that. But again, first place gets $40,000, second place gets 25,000, third place gets 15K, and so on and so forth. So if you're in the final 124, you're still gonna get some moolah. You're still making $150 off of $12. I think that's pretty good. That's why I try to draft every day. That's why I try to draft a great team every single time. And that's why I try to perfect, or not perfect, but try to better my strategy and try to, do research and see what players are doing good and all that. And so here you go. Weeks 1 to 14, you're playing with this 12-man team or these 12 team people. Then you go to quarterfinals, semifinals, then you go to a championship. So this one's pretty easier than the $5 draft that we're about to get in. I'm gonna go ahead and do another one because I try to stream every day, like I mentioned. So first of all, I just kind of want to show you my team. I was picked four. With my first pick, I went with Puka, then Drake London, Kyron Williams, Ben Scatterbo. So I was pretty balanced in the first four picks. Then Carnell Tate. Um, I think there's going to be some upside there. Tyler Warren as my tight end one. Then I went back to back running backs. I went Hubbard. Like here, like, do I go with Michael Wilson? Do I go with Pittman or Worthy? I wasn't, I would have gone if I didn't have Puka Nakua. I would have gone with probably Xavier Worthy and stacked him with Mahomes, or got in Mahomes here, try to get Xavier Worthy here, just like this guy at two did that stack there. But I was already I'm already invested in what I think is probably going to be the top offense in 2026 with the LA Rams. So Puka, Kyron Williams, and here I'm just gonna go ahead and take the handcuff with Corum. Um, I do have my 3, 4 other running backs. So I'm like, screw it, why not? I'm just gonna. This kind of locks me in getting all the running back scoring, whether it's Kyron Williams or Blake Corum. So I'm already invested in the Rams offense. why the heck not? I'm gonna go ahead and reach for Stafford. Didn't reach from that. His ADP is usually about 105, 106. Here, let's check it out. Yeah, his ADP is 105, like I said, and we took him at pick 100. So that's that. I think that was great. Let's summarize it this way. So just kind of give you guys just what I did here. So my QBs: Matthew Stafford, Cam Ward, Fernando Mendoza. Running backs: I have Kyron Williams, Cam Scatterbo, Chuba Hubbard, Blake Corum, Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson's, I think, a great pick in these later rounds. I picked him in my second and last pick. Um, Kenneth Walker tends to get hurt. That guy, that guy's injury prone for sure. So in case he misses a week or two, Emmett Johnson's the backup. I'm I'm super down to take him in my second few picks, and so that's why I took him. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I take Blake home, and so taking and after that, I was kind of done with running backs, but I got Puka Nakua as my wide receiver one, Drake London, Carnell Tate, Jaden Higgins, Trey Tucker, Antonio Williams, Jack Bash. Titans, I have Tyler Warren, George Kittle, Gunnar Helm. So I have stacking options after stacking options after stacking options. So I'm able to I have Matthew Stafford stacked up with Puka Nakua, paired up with Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, which is great. Love that. I think that's going to be the number one offense in 2026. Give me that. Boom. Give me that 40K right now. All right. Cam Ward, have him stacked with double stack with Carnell Tate and Gunnar Helm. I think Gunnar Helm is going to be great this year. I For some reason he's just like an athletic tight end. Give me that. Love that upside. Hell yeah. And Fernando Mendoza took him in the last few rounds. I needed a third quarterback. I reached down on him a little bit, but I'm like, what the hell? What the heck not? I did set myself up. I took Trey Tucker before I took Fernando Mendoza, just kind of hoping, and I took Jaden Higgins, hoping I get, a third quarterback with either CJ Stroud or Fernando Mendoza. CJ Stroud went with Fernando Mendoza. I love him. I think after week 4, week 5, he's going to be a starter. So Matthew Stafford and Cam Ward will carry me to week 5, and then they could just battle it out for the starting quarterback role. So, or spot, I should say. So, pretty happy with this team. We're not projected to score the highest, but overall, I think we're great. Took George Kittle. Love George Kittle. He is coming off on the injury though, so I did take the two that extra quarterback, extra tight end. So I would have been happy with Tyler Warren and just George Kittle taking an extra receiver, but Gunnar Helm in the last their last round. Why not, man? I love him as a player. I think he's going to be great. So let's get into a um, puppy draft. And sorry, just start rambling there. Start yapping. So these fill up pretty fast. There's just one person left, and just like that, it filled up. So um, let's set up, see where we're at. We're at pick 7. So if you don't like picking at 7, or if you are, I don't know. So let's see what we do. Let's see where we're at. Right now, I'm gonna start choosing some of these guys and then see how we can do. I usually like to go running back in the first 2 rounds if I'm in the like these later picks here. I feel like Amon Ra might go before Christian McCaffrey, but if Christian McCaffrey is available, I mean, after all, we are going for the upside. And let me show you guys this the fast puppy. So here, $5 entry. First place, you could win 200,000. 200,000, y'all. Give me a car and a house. Down payment at least. When you're in SoCal, that's like barely enough for a down payment, I think. So 200,000 a first, 100,000 a second, 50,000 a third. Here it's a little more competitive, whereas in the pug it was after the first few after the 12 team competition, then it's 1 out of 10, then 1 out of 10, and then there's a 375 final. So the pub was 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5. Oh crap, I am on the clock. Let's see. Christian McCaffrey's available or Amon Ra. I'm going with CMC if he's able to do, a little like he did last year. I'll take it. And like I mentioned, I'm happy with the. Let's see here. St. Brown went after McCaffrey. Let's see. Genty went at pick 5, man. That is insane. That's crazy. I like Genty, but to go with Genty before JSN, that is nuts. Maybe he's trying something different. Maybe this guy's done, yeah, he has a badge, so he's done hundreds, hundreds of drafts. So he's probably, sorry, I'm trying to make this so you guys could see the draft board, but also be able to see who would I like next. He's probably going to take Chase Brown. He has St. Brown. I would have loved to get Chase Brown here, but I don't want to go with Derrick Henry. Again, I'm going for upside here. Derrick Henry, can he beat? Can he do the exact same thing as he did last year? Plus, he is hurt. I'm going with Drake London. I like London over AJ Brown anyway. Um, Although with the new QB scares me a little bit, but then again, it's the same thing with AJ Brown, right? AJ Brown is going to New England. Has he played with um dude, I'm blanking out here. Drake May for a long time? No, he hasn't. So Drake London, at least he's been in Atlanta, and I'm going for upside here. I do like this 1-2 with my CMC and Drake London because after all, we're going for upside here. Let me show you guys again that $5 entry or that fast puppy. 2 out of 12 teams pass after 14 weeks. So whoever gets the best scoring, and again, this is best ball, so you don't. It's not like your regular leagues where you get to choose who's in your starting lineup. So whoever scores the highest as far as your wide receivers go directly to your starting lineup, and the same thing for your running back, tight ends, and quarterbacks. So you want to make sure you're able to get enough wide receivers to cover those slots. If they get hurt, you're screwed. Same thing with the running backs. But in this case, there is 3 starting wide receivers, as you can see here. So just FYI, guys. And so wide receivers tend to be a little more important sometimes. But yeah, man, trying to get a $200,000 team. So let's see who falls to me. Similar, I'm liking Kyron Williams again. Like I mentioned, it's that I would take Chris Olave over Kyron Williams though, in case Chris Olave falls. I don't like taking tight ends early unless it's probably like Bowers if he falls to like the end of round 2 or around there. Um, Trey McBride goes anyways. Sometimes I'll take him in round 3. He does tend to fall a little bit like around here and seems like a great pick. I'm gonna take Chris Olave because just like I said, wide receivers tend to be a little more important because there's 3 slots for wide receivers apart from the flex, and then running backs it's just 2 slots. So let's see here. Kyron Williams goes at pick 34. I did like my last team with getting the majority of Rams offense just because I think they're going to be the number 1 offense in 2026. and the sports books projected as well. So, you know, I don't know, man. So we'll see. Okay. T. Higgins goes up pick 35. Like to see who would probably be available around like the next when I'm around, just so when my turn comes, I'm not stuck for like 20 seconds or whatever it is, and I'm just like, what? Like, who do I get? Who do I get? And I'm like freaking out, you know? So, I mean, if Tedero McMillan falls to me, great. Malik Neighbors, Tedero goes anyways. Malik Neighbor goes anyways. Um, I do have two wide receivers. Josh Jacobs is in a case that I don't know what's going on. I kind of want to take Josh Jacobs, but I don't want to risk it. I know Cam Scatterboo is like hurt right now, but I like Scatterboo more than Josh Jacobs just because I don't know how if Josh Jacobs is going to be suspended for a short or long period of time. He may not even be suspended this year, but I don't want to risk it. I know Scatterboo's hurt, but I like him. He was great last year while he was healthy. So, and he's projected to just come back week one and just be good. So let's see. Got a return date. So yeah, so he's expected to be fully ready for week one of 2026, and he's currently participating in running and agility drills. So I'll take him, man. I think so. Right now, I'm pretty even. Two running backs, two wide receivers. I'll take it. These running backs in these middle rounds, the people tend to hate them or tend to hate, yeah, taking running backs, or they're just not that great. I think wide receivers tend to be a little better, anyways. And then plus you get the elite quarterbacks in this like round five here. So we'll see. Let's see if there's any other teams that I kind of like. I like this team at 9 with Jonathan Taylor, Devon Chan, Buka, Neighbors. Again, Neighbors is probably not going to start till week 5 or later than that. This guy takes 3 running backs and just has McConkey as his wide receiver. I don't know. See, this team at 1 is great. I like this team at 1. He has Nico Collins, Rishi Rice, Waddle as his wide receiver 3, and Gibbs as his anchor running back with Trevion Henderson. The only thing about Trevion Henderson, like you don't know when he's gonna take the starting role. Um, man, I like Bucky, but again, like I said before, the wide receivers are a little more important because you need 3 to fill up. Bucky Irving is here. I might take Carnell Tate. I keep taking Carnell Tate. Um, I think he's a great prospect. I think he's good. Yeah, Bucky Irving's coming off a shoulder surgery. I'm going with Carnell Tate. I like Bucky though. I think Bucky's a great running back, and Rashad White is no longer at Tampa Bay. So yeah, they took Kenneth Gainwell. He's a great pass catching running back, but you know, like this team looks good. Maybe he needed another wide receiver. Malik Neighbors is not gonna start till like week 5, like I said. So maybe he likes a wide receiver that he could get on his way back. I don't know, but like I said, team 1 looks good. Not liking this team too much on at 3. Should have probably gone with Chase, but what do I know? This guy's going with like some uniqueness with Genty at pick 6. The Jason team's okay. I'm not a big fan of Zay Flowers. Garrett Wilson's high risk, in my opinion. Even though I have taken Garrett Wilson in some drafts, so don't get me wrong, it does not like I hate the player. I just think the team sucks. I like Team 9 so far. Team 10 also looks really good. JJ, McMillan, Watson, Jordan Tyson. That's some good wide receivers there. The only thing, Kenneth Walker, like I've said, like he gets hurt, man. Or do I have anyone to stack here with? Tyler Warren. Not gonna reach all the way for McKylem, and I don't want to take an elite quarterback. Do I take Drake May? I'll take Warren here. I think with Alec Pierce being hurt, yeah, I would have taken like Drake May, pick 66 at his ADP. It's like, yeah, that's great if I had AJ Brown, right? I should have probably taken AJ Brown. This guy should probably take Drake May, which he did. Told you. But if I was in this guy's shoes, I would have taken Drake May if I had AJ Brown. I could have taken AJ Brown here again, but I do like Drake London over AJ Brown. Plus, like I was saying with the Colts offense, Alec Pierce was like walking around in a boot at practice, or all bandaged up, and then Josh Down is not like this great receiver. So who's going to be number one target? I really think it's going to be Tyler Warren. So Joe Burrow doesn't even go to the Jamar Chase team, which is weird. This guy decided to go with Jaden Daniels to pair up or to stack with McLaurin rather than Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase, which is valid, right? Because Jaden Daniels gives you the running upside. Joe Burrow barely even gives you any running, or does any running, I should say. I like Pierce goes. So let's see where we're at. We have three wide receivers. I like Quentin Johnson, Chuba. I took a running back already. Don't need a running back. I'm sorry, a tight end. Don't need a tight end right now. So if one of those guys falls to me, willing to take them. If they both go, I think I'll probably take Jalen Warren. Big fan of DK Metcalf. I think he's either a boom bust type of player. He feeds off the yeah. Quentin Johnson goes, so I'm going with Chuba. He is exactly what it says here, set to reclaim the key backfield role. Rico, Uncle Rico's no longer there. So, and I think who's that? Jonathan Brooks, dude. Dude's been hurt ever since he touched the football field. So, and I'm not gonna take TK Metcalf. I do want more wide receivers. So I'm glad I took Carnell Tate here instead of Bucky Irving. Like I said, these middle running backs here are just kind of like, I feel Chuba Hubbard and Tony Pollard, they're not too far apart. And I got Hubbard, what is it, like 12 picks later, 13, 14 picks later. So um Godwin's old. Josh Downs, like I said, it kind of sucks. I'll take Worthy, I guess. I don't want to take another running back. I already have three running backs, three wide receivers. Do I take Godwin? Again, I think he's old. Xavier Worthy, before he got hurt, he was great, man. So I'm going to take Xavier Worthy. Yeah, impress his coach during minicamp. Sure. We need the wide receiver points anyways. So I didn't want to take a quarterback just yet. Yeah, like I don't have any quarterbacks though, but I'm also going for the stacking options. Um, Patrick Mahomes makes it to me great. I really doubt he will. I could have probably gone with Pearsall and then hoped Purdy made it to me, but again, this guy just takes Purdy. These guys have quarter, only one quarterback each, but I really don't think Mahomes will make it to me. Pittman, Michael Pittman Jr. goes at pick 95. Sorry, I'm trying to see who I could get over here. Um, let's see here. Patrick Mahomes goes. See, I figured he goes to the Rasheed Rice team. That makes sense. This guy, if this guy takes another quarterback, I mean, I don't see why, but with Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes, I think he has that 1-2 quarterback of that looks pretty great. Jackson Dart goes. I think Jackson Dart was a reach, if I'm being honest. George Kittle goes. I think this guy just sniped this Brock Purdy team. I feel like they just watch you more. I think they, I think other people just are watching your team more than you probably watch your own team or watch other people's team, just because they don't want you to like be good. I don't know. Um, J.K. Dobbins, I'm liking. I feel like he'll give you the first 3, 4, 5 weeks of like some decent running back points. Ricky Pearsall, man, it's like I don't usually take Ricky Pearsall unless I have Brock Purdy. But again, like Ricky Pearsall could be good, but again, he's injury prone, just like J.K. Dobbins. Like I don't know, maybe I should have gotten with Ricky Pearsall and been okay. I'll probably take Wanda Robinson right here and see if I take Cam Ward and have the double stacking option. But again, I don't want to fall too behind at wide receiver. I like Tyler Shug, Cam Ward's over here. I'm just choosing some guys I like and just trying to kind of see where they're at. I'm not gonna take another running back for a while, guys. So I'm not even looking at running backs here. Let's look at the draft board. Sorry, y'all. So Ricky Pearsall goes right after J.K. Dobbins. Matthew Golden goes at pick 105. Kyler Murray goes to the Addison team. Does he have the double stack? Yes, he does. That's pretty nice. He has Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and he took Kyler Murray here. So good for him. He probably reached on him, though, if I'm being honest. Probably on these two guys. But I think he's probably either a Minnesota fan or he trusts or he believes that the, the Minnesota team is sorry, just realized you guys can't see that. So yeah, he probably believes that I'm on the board. Shoot. I'm gonna reach on Tyler Shug just because do I take Casey Concepcion? I mean, I could have probably gotten Tyler Shug on my way back if I'm being honest. This guy has one QB. I really could have probably taken Tyler Shug. I should have probably taken Casey Concepcion. I don't want to take another tight end right now. I mean, yeah, he goes right after me. Crap. Yeah, I should have probably taken him. But again, I don't want to fall too behind with quarterback. I'm going with the stacking option with Olave, and I really think Tyler Shug is a great quarterback. He did show some. He did great in the last 4 or 5 games. This guy sniped me with one now. This guy just see what I'm talking about. People just be sniping you. Isn't that something? Harold Fanning goes. And let me put this down. This is like my third, fourth stream, y'all. So like I just realized I'm over here probably talking and I'm like blocking this. area here, and um, I'm looking more at the draft board and what I'm doing rather than, if I'm being honest, just because like no one's, or there's no chat or anything, so I'm not often looking at the chat or anything like that. Like, no one's chatting me right now. It's my third, fourth stream. So if you're rewatching this or if you're watching this at a later date, so just know what's up. All right, there's no wide receivers here. Do I take another tight end? Um, do I just reach on Cam Ward? This guy has one QB. It's a possibility he may take Cam Ward coming back. I'm just going with Cam Ward and make sure I have my quarterbacks that I want. Um, it's a reach. These two guys were probably a reach here. This guy even wanted like this guy seemed like he wanted likely. So I don't know. I've been sniped so many times on quarterbacks, and it'll be like on this pick, and literally the guy will be like takes the quarterback that I want here, and it'll be like with ADP, Cam Ward would be like 5 picks later. Just for like as an example, Cam Ward would be like 5 picks later, and this guy takes this quarterback here. So I try to go for the guys I like, and then just kind of hope. Yeah, like I probably could have gotten Cam Ward if I'm being honest, but then again, Cam Ward was the next quarterback that was best available as far as ADP goes. I'm not even sure who should take here. What do I need? Um, this guy takes Shig, so he probably would have taken the tight end. I'm not gonna take Stephon Diggs. That guy's like over there doing things. Omar Cooper or Jalen Nader. Sorry, I took Omar Cooper. This guy takes Sam Darnold. Does he has JSN? Yes, he does. Good for him. You know. Do I love my team? Nah. I love the start up until like this worthy pick. Even this Dobbins team pick was all right. I just feel like I probably reached all my quarterbacks, but then again, it's pick 10 and 11, right? So I'm taking my first quarterback at pick 10. Like, I don't think it's a reach, man. I think Tyler Shug is going to be a great quarterback this year. It's probably going to be like Drake May of 2025, if I'm being honest. So I'm all right with it. I'm beating myself up. Could have I taken a better wide receiver, another tight end here? Hunter Henry, I don't have the stacking option. Sure, he gives you the safe floor, but Kenyon Sadiq, I think he's a great tight end, but I'm not gonna reach, bunch of picks to get him as a rookie. Even though I took Omar Cooper here, but again, wide receivers, you're trying to get him. So Jalen Naylor's still available. So if he makes it to me in one more pick, I'm gonna take him. But I could have probably taken Jalen Naylor and Trey Tucker, and we're gonna reach for. We're gonna try to get the Raiders quarterback here as my third quarterback. So I'm either taking one of these wide receivers and take the stacking option with Fernando Mendoza. So I'll gladly take Jalen Naylor. We took him way past his ADP. His ADP, or not way past. Whoa, it's just 4 picks. I don't know why I feel like he dropped so much. Maybe because I was willing to take him over here. I just hope this guy doesn't take. It seems like this guy may take Fernando Mendoza. So just keep an eye out on that. He may reach drastically. Yeah, he only has one quarterback, so gotta keep an eye out. This guy would have probably taken Cam Ward if I'm being honest to stack with Wandell if I didn't get Cam Ward here. So just hope Jalen Naylor does pretty decent because I took him hoping to stack Fernando Mendoza. Um, but I think this guy has the same plan here. He just has Lamar Jackson. So again, if you guys are doing these drafts, this is the things I look for. Maybe these are things that you don't look for at the moment, and just kind of so knowing that. So Fernando Mendoza is my first choice, but if he does not go, I'm liking Juwan Johnson as well. Gadsden goes at pick 158. I'm taking Juwan Johnson to pair up with Tyler Shug. I do have Tyler Warren, so I think that Tyler Warren again is going to be the number one target at Indy. So this guy takes Jacoby Brissett. I don't know what this guy's doing. I am gonna take Mendoza. I don't want to. I kind of don't. Let's see, two, 4, 2. Don't know why this guy has four quarterbacks. I'm probably gonna take Juwan Johnson and have my second tight end and kind of hope that I'm able to take Fernando Mendoza. He kind of falls to me. So if he doesn't, oh well. Like I'm really hoping for it. Maybe I should have taken him, but like he's 2 picks, so like as far as ADP goes to my next pick. So I'm able to have the double stack with Tyler Shug, my QB1, with Juwan Johnson and Chris Olave. So I love that. I love that double stack. I think Juwan Johnson is a safe floor, and he has a different buy than Tyler Warren. I'm happy with just having these two tight ends, if I'm being honest. But if I get Gunnar Helm in like pick 199, maybe even 186, I'll take it. See, like Geno Smith goes after Fernando Mendoza. So that helps us see how Fernando Mendoza now is just like a little more ADP. So this guy now has three QBs. This guy has four. If he takes another QB, it's just like, why would he do that? And again, I mentioned earlier in the earlier video that this guy can get away with Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes. He has two great quarterbacks. Um, two different buys by 10 and by 5, and he doesn't actually take another quarterback. So this guy has four QBs. I really think I did Fernando Mendoza here. This guy has two. These three have two. So it's just like, yeah, but they have elite quarterbacks. So I'm just talking. I'm hoping they could just give me Fernando Mendoza on the way. Debo Samuel goes at pick 172. Jenna Coleman goes at pick 173. Stribling goes. So we're able to take our third quarterback. We're able to Jalen Naylor, which I am happy. Um, I'll take it. Naylor showed some great signs of being a great wide receiver last year. Barely, barely. But let's see his Gunnar Helm goes. So that was who I was hoping kind of makes it to me. This guy reached on him, I think, in my opinion, but he did only have one tight end with Kincaid. Um, maybe he was like the next available best player. I mean, tight end. I don't know. I think he's a great player. So I was hoping I could get like the double stack with Cam Ward, with Carnell Tate and Gunnar Helm. Maybe I should have taken Gunnar Helm here. I don't know. I was hoping he'd make it to me. In my last one, I had him for I had him at this pick actually, or this second to last pick. Sorry, I had to plug in my computer really quickly. Malik Washington goes. Let's see here. I'm gonna take Emmett Johnson here. Um, if Malik Washington, or I'm sorry, Mike Washington makes it to me, I'll take him in the next pick. Jeremy Bernard is available. I like him as a wide receiver, honestly, but um, I have some options like Jack Besh as my last pick. I'm just taking these two tight ends. So I have two more picks. So I'm gonna go with wide receiver, wide receiver. There's no there. I mean, Kate Otten. I could have taken the Kate Otten, but I think Tyler Warren and Juwan Johnson give me a safe floor that I don't need the upside. Sorry, y'all. Again, this is you guys aren't seeing this here. Sorry. So Tyler Warren and Juwan Johnson give me the safe floor, so I don't think I need to get another tight end, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get the upside in maybe one more running back and another wide receiver. Just because I text CMC, maybe I could even get Mike Washington goes. So I'm here. Jeremy Bernard might make it to me. I'll take Jeremy Bernard if he makes it to me. I'm not gonna take another tight end. I'm not gonna take Mike Gesicki. Like I said, I have a safe floor with my two tight ends. Um, on my last two picks, I hope Jeremy Bernard makes it to me. Just make it to me, man. 6 and 7. Brandon Ayuk goes. This guy's going crazy. I don't know yeah, Cooper Cup goes. This guy took Cooper Cup to stack with Sam Darnold. He has JSN, so later I get it, but I'm taking Jeremy Bernard. Roll as a rookie TBD. I'll take the upside. 5. I take him at 14 picks later. Give me that. Let's go. Let's go. Kind of liking where this is going. I'm going to take Jack Bash on my last pick. I'm going with 8 wide receivers. So 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 8 wide receivers. I know Jack Bash will make it to me just because I've been doing these drafts and this guy is like in the bottom, man. Where is he? But with Jack Bash stuff, whoa. What's going on, my man? Okay. All right. Hold up. Wait a minute. So, Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Jack Bash is entering a highly anticipated second season under new head coach Clint Kubiak. Here, where did I read? I read somewhere like he looks to have to break out somewhere. Yeah, Thornton goes. Let me just see really quickly what tight ends are available. Nah. Running backs. Jordan James also a possibility with us having CMC, but again, wide receivers I think are more important in this, where you're going for the upside I have Cam Scatterbo, Chuba Hubbard, CMC, running back one, and CMC is the running back one in his team. Cam Scatterbo is running back one in his team. Chuba's no, running back one in his team. J.K. Dobbins is also running back one in his team. The only RB2 in his team is Emmett Johnson. And you could check out the Chiefs depth chart. What's going on with my internet, man? What is this, 2025? So my team's completed. Don't know why it's not showing the depth chart here. What's going on? Anyways, if you could see the depth chart in your own time when you're watching this video, you'll see the backup running back is Emmett Johnson. So love it. I have two wide receivers from Las Vegas to hope kind of get that upside when Fernando Mendoza plays in either week 8 or week 9 to compete with my other quarterbacks to take the starting spot. So I'll take it. I'm going for the upside, exactly like Xavier Worthy, Omar Cooper, Jalen Nader, Jeremy Bernard. I hope in the later weeks these rookies or some of these guys. Jack Besh is at year 2. This guy just kind of like stands out. Um, Sometimes they give you like, see, could earn big role in year 2. So Besh performed well during OTAs and could be a key part of Vega's receiving court under new head coach Clint Kubiak. So, he just had 20 catches and 224 yards, but dude played with Geno Bunt Smith. So, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I think Fernando Mendoza is a better quarterback, so I'll take that bet. I'm kind of liking my team. So, you guys want to recap really quick? CMC, and Cam Scatterable, RB2. Just realized they share the same buy, though, by the way. So, no bueno. Week 8, it's going to be brutal. I'm going to have Hubbard, which I hope is still the running back one. And I think I think he's a great running back. Just, you know, big rich money Rico Dotto took over when he was hurt. So yeah, I think Chuba will do it. Anyways, and I hope J.K. Dobbins is still around by week 8. I think he's a great running back too. It's just he's injury prone. Or even Emmett Johnson just comes into the role, or they try to like, hold Kenneth Walker to so many reps because he's injury prone. And so Emmett Johnson's might be able to help out week 8. So anyways, those are my 5 running backs. My 3, I don't know if I recap my 3 quarterbacks: Tyler Shutt, Cam Ward, Fernando Mendoza, Drake London, love it. Chris Olave, love it. Carnell Tate, great prospect. Xavier Worthy, Omar Cooper, same thing, but he's with Geno Bunt Smith, so we'll see how that goes. Jalen Naylor to stack with Fernando Mendoza, Jeremy Bernard unstacked, Jack Besh to stack with Fernando Mendoza, and hope for those big weeks where they're just like playing from behind and just dumping the ball. Tyler Warren as my tight end one. Again, I think he's going to be the target hog at Colts or Indies. So love it. Juwan Johnson, I have that double stack with Chris Olave and Tyler Sharp. Could have wished I got a Gunnar Helm. I would have loved Gunnar Helm, but it's all right. We're able to take the 8th wide receiver and kind of go for the upside. So I do have all these 3 guys stacked, my quarterback stacked. So Tyler Shug is stacked with Chris Olave, Cam Ward stacked with Carnell Tate, and I have Fernando Mendoza stacked with two of his wide receivers. So I sometimes like to check to see what is the projected points out of all of them. I'm just gonna check mine. I'm close to 2,900, just 5 points away. Um, See if anyone just kind of is crazy out there. This guy's at 3,200. I think that's the most I've seen, but he has four quarterbacks. He has Joe Burrow, Jackson Dart, CJ Stroud, Daniel Jones. Sorry. So these are four quarterbacks that are great. Like if he would have taken like, I don't know, someone that you're not sure that's not going to be starting, or that's not going to be starting half the year, or it's not going to be a starter, like Jacoby Brissett, or jeez man, the Pittsburgh, freaking the Green Bay goat. What's his name? Jeez, I'm blanking out here, y'all. Help me out. Fucking God, what's his name? Aaron Rodgers. Jesus, guys, it's late. It's 11:30 my time. So this guy's taking like four starters here. So hence why he has just that high scoring. Similar, same thing with the running backs. You're taking like back to back running backs in the first 5 rounds. You have three running backs. You have George Pickens, Jamison Williams. I'm not a big fan of his wide receivers. If I'm being honest, like why would you take Joe Burrow if you don't have the stacking option? Does he have any stacking options? No Giants, no. Houston, no. Indy, Alec Pierce, only guy, and he has four tight ends. So mind you, I don't see this guy actually making it past that like 14 weeks. So this guy has 2,800. Like this seems pretty okay. This guy has like six running backs to what two tight ends, which is great with Brock Bowers and Hunter Henry. He has a stack with Terry McLaurin and no and the stack with Mike Evans. But again, I think Mike Evans is old. But 2046. So besides that guy, I'm seeing like I might be the higher scoring one. Besides the guy that took like four quarterbacks and four tight ends, four starting quarterbacks, by the way. So I know they don't really matter. I know these projections don't really matter. I just like to look at them to see if I'm kind of average or above average. And I know it's not a great indicator, but it shows to me that I'm not too bad here. So I like how this guy started. Um, he just takes back to back to back tight ends with Laporta, Kelsey, and Pitts. When then he takes four more running backs, and then at the end takes three wide receivers with Keon Coleman, Bateman, and Sabra. And he takes two Baltimore wide receivers that doesn't even have the stack. Now, if I was him, I would have taken Dorian here. Like this guy takes Dorian, and you would have had the stacking option with Mahomes, the double stack, the triple stacking option with Rice, Kelsey, Mahomes, and Dorian. And I feel like Mahomes is probably like Dorian's the deep ball threat, which gives you that possible upside. Again, you don't have to be moving your lineup around, so it just does it for you for the guys that have the better and better games. So, anyways, this is my team, y'all. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Um, I don't think I did too bad, especially getting quarterback in my later rounds at round 10, 11, and then with Fernando Mendoza at round 15. So I have, my first three, four, my top three running backs are great. My top two, I have great upside with my quarterbacks. They're all young, so don't see them getting hurt. Um, Drake London, Chris Olave, Carnell Tate will hold it down in my opinion as far as my top three wide receivers, and then any what Xavier Ward, Mark Cooper, Jalen Naylor, Jeremy Bernard, Jack Dash will fight for that fourth or third wide receiver room or spot. And then again, if whoever does well with Tyler Warren and Juwan Johnson, I think they have a safe floor. So not too bad. I'm hoping I make it past make it past this round. I could possibly do okay, maybe in week 13. So, if I'm in the top 500, if I'm in the top 500, I still make $100 out of $5. So I'll take that. That's a pretty good profit. So, all right, guys. Again, this is Dave. I'll be streaming every day. I do these drafts every day. So if you ever want to come check it out. I do it at around sometimes after 9, 8:39, just because I have a daughter. So you can see like all the toys in the background, those hands up top. And so, once she goes to sleep, then I have on. But all right, y'all. Peace.